I just thought I was going to die a drug addict.
We want what we want when we want it. Instant gratification has got you in this condition that you're in.
And I had shot a person, and that was because some drugs of mine was taken.
When I started prostituting, that was it for me. You know, I felt like that there was no hope for me.
Spirituality is a roadmap in search of meaning and purpose.
While I was in jail, I obviously had a lot of time to think.
He became spiritually bankrupt. Now you have to recover. My name is Cason, president and founder of the program I Can, We Can. I Can, We Can was started May of 1997 by myself as being a 30-year heroin addict.
As Israel's sister, it was hard. It was hard, but for a while I didn't even know he was on drugs.
Throughout my addiction, I've been stabbed, shot up, cut up.
So we would tell him to try to get some help, try to get some help, try to get some help. But all the time, we were enabling him to stay afloat, not to get help.
I wound up living in an empty car with no wheels, so I wasn't going nowhere fast until one day my sister suggested that I seek some treatment.
It was like cold turkey for me too. You just have to stop and encourage them, try to encourage them to seek help at a program like I Can, We Can.
If I have not come to I Can, We Can, you know, I can honestly say today I will either be dead or spending a life sentence in the Maryland State Penitentiary.
I Can, We Can is a spiritually based, tough love, grassroots, self-supporting 501c3 organization that caters to the people who suffer from the disease of addiction. We're in the business of saving lives and winning souls.
Israel has cracked a nut that very few people have figured out. He has, I think, very unique insight into what brings people into addiction and what leads people out of addiction.
I Can't, We Can had a group that was going into the jail, and they gave me what I call a shot of hope, because that's what I saw in their faces, hope.
We open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we offer treatment on demand because we have to have an alternative to a lifestyle that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that offer drugs on demand.
I'm glad it is a residential program. Everyone in each house is trying to achieve the same thing that I'm trying to achieve.
I don't know, it feels like a family here where everyone helps each other.
I Can, We Can is an organization that utilizes the people that come through the process of recovery, and a lot of the people that's working in the staff and helping the people that's coming in are recovering addicts themselves, like Sonny Price, our program coordinator.
I've been to prison, I slept in the same houses they slept in, I use the same drugs, we walk the same streets, so I'm a power of example.
I know for me, to know they've been where I am, it gives me hope, and it proves to me that this process works, and it gives me trust that I will be there where they are.
I Can, We Can is a year-long program that unfolds in phases. We have the first phase of the program is the blackout period.
He realizes that people take at least a year and that they need to, you know, the 60-day blackout period, that they need to be extracted from their setting and their situation, their circumstances, and their own behaviors. And they need to be isolated from all of that is really critical.
I feel like I've grown up. I started out as a child, and they allow you to grow up.
Disease of addiction is a self-defeating, self-destructive way of thinking. In order for you to change, you have to do the polar opposite. Spirituality is an ongoing, active relationship with a source that gives your life meaning and purpose.
Even if you weren't a spiritual person before you got here, it forces you to learn how to become spiritual in your own way.
We have 3 group meetings a day, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. And the 10 o'clock group is open discussion, 2 o'clock group is spiritual discussion, and the 7 o'clock group is education. And this is important because when people come into the recovery process, they operate off of emotions, and knowledge will put that emotions in check. So we try to empower the people with knowledge.
That's basically where I've gotten my tools of recovery, what to do when I get those thoughts of using.
It feels good to know that I'm not alone. It feels good to know that there's a sense of unity. It's a therapeutic community of one addict helping another.
I Can, We Can operate off the premises that No adversity, no development. You often see people walking in 2x2 in long lines throughout the same neighborhoods that they used drugs in and sold drugs in, and wherever they had the destructive lifestyle.
When people go through that kind of a transformation in a setting where they are constantly reminded of the temptations and the pressures, that they really do the work, and they do the work at the most profound level.
We can utilize a holistic approach to recovery. We know that the parts can never be well unless the whole is well. We partner with a local service provider to provide acupuncture for the clients of we can.
No, it really doesn't hurt.
We know that addicts are sensitive to stress, so we have to learn how to manage stress.
I know it's helping with the detox process and to be able to relax.
We can also emphasizes the fact that we have to physically recover.
Always remember the breath is your key to life. You learn how to control your breath, you control all things that go with the breath.
Exercise is important in the life of a recovering addict because it helps repair the damage that they've done in the act of addiction. So we utilize exercise classes and Tai Chi and aerobics as a physical recovery mechanism.
When he talks about recovery, he's talking about full recovery. He's focused more on the human being and their own recovery and getting back to who they were meant to be before they got sucked into the whole drug culture.
Weekend is a self-supporting organization. We have to find ways and means to maintain and sustain the people as they go through this recovery process.
I've already started volunteering in the thrift shop.
Giving the person the motivation to build their self-esteem and their self-worth. And because most people come in with no self-esteem, no self-worth.
It makes me feel good about myself. You know, not only am I working for me, but I'm working, you know, to give back what was so freely given to me.
We have a licensed and bonded construction company that utilizes the people in Weekend to do new construction and remodeling.
We have the barbershop where they go down in training. We got some guys that comes in and they train them in the barbershop. We have the restaurant where we got some people to oversee them and show them how to cook.
We also have a bakery located in a major mall, and we have a marketplace where we utilize a holistic approach for organic foods.
It's our job to motivate them back to believing in themselves, to believing in the power greater than themselves, and to believe into the information that's being taught here on how that you can change your life. To me, this is a life-changing experience.
We try to be the nucleus of life in any community that we endeavor to be in. We have major giveaways. We give away tons of food daily at our locations on Park Heights, and we offer help in whatever area a person needs help in, regardless of being an addict or not. Weekend is in the process of changing the lifestyles of the neighborhoods that it encounters. And to do that, we have to bring about awareness and education about the disease of addiction and recovery. Welcome back, Baltimore. Welcome back. This is the Weekend Recovery Hour. One of the ways we do that is a weekly radio show that caters to thousands of people. This is WOLB, 1010 a.m. where information is power. One of the reasons why we had a radio show is to show that the disease of addiction is respect of no person, regardless of race, color, creed, station, or status.
When I first came into the program, most people actually thought I was maybe some undercover cop. I guess just because they don't see too many Asians.
After a year in Weekend, we have a celebration for each person that completes 365 days of uninterrupted cleaning time.
I'm graduating 1 year clean in the program. I'm real nervous, but I'm excited because my friends and my family here, and this is a day I never seen before in my life.
During the graduation, people's families come, the neighbors, the people they work with, their friends, their children that they got back in their lives, and they get a chance to show that they are different now.
I want to thank my mom for choosing the right thing to do.
We celebrate the first year of being clean. But we go beyond the struggle of just staying clean. Longer the alumni in the therapeutic community, they come back and celebrate every year.
When addicts go into recovery, true recovery, sustained recovery, they soar to a height that is really inaccessible to ordinary mortals such as ourselves. They become people that are better than us.
In order to survive an act of addiction, you have to be extraordinary.
It's time for people who are concerned about the health of this city to make a real investment in I Can't, We Can. He's in a position now to do very large-scale growth and to bring in the thousands of people that are knocking on their door every day. Because it works, people should be investing in it so that it can grow.
This program has worked for me as much as drugs was my life. This program can work for anybody.
Isaiah had a dream. He saw the Lord on the throne with a train that filled the temple, and the voice of the Lord said, "Whom shall I send?" And he said, "Here am I, send me." And he said, go and tell